I realized that, I have to follow my gut. I will join FMCG when I'm being told that sales, sabun tel, you will go into the interiors. It's not a thing for gut. You can join Accenture, you can, Topper, you can go to consultancy, but I always make choices which were a little off. And not because I had a point to prove, because I really enjoy that, thing of going out there and testing waters. So having said that, when I decided to quit my job in the corporate and become an artist full time, it was a leap of faith which nobody could understand, especially my parents and family. But I have never regretted it. I have always felt that I will march to my own tune. I do not have to fit into that hierarchy of things. I do not have to walk into Filmfare Awards when I am a nominee as for Best Singer. But because in the hierarchy and caste system of things, some starlet or actor needs to sit in the first 5 rows, and I need to sit with technicians in the nth row. I have a very classy, sober and different personality of a husband who will say, that's all right, I don't think we need to push our way around. I'm the one who says, I'm a nominee, I should sit in the front, I will demand for what I think is rightfully mine. So it's sometimes exhausting, mostly for people around me. I am very comfortable being myself, but I think be it calling out IIT for not ever hosting a female headliner on their Indigo stage, to going into a quota and thinking, why is it that the principal secretary or senior IS officer needs to call me to his dark bungalow without a prior invitation, without a formal thing. So I refuse to go, and it becomes a big scandal in a small place. But then I write an open letter which goes viral, and then it's this big conversation. And what I hear about myself every now and then is I'm in the heart of some controversy, not being talked about for music, but for what I speak up for. And the thing is, over and over again, there are well-wishers who tell me that, you are such a good musician, you are such a good artist, what you do on stage is, undeniable. So why don't you just stick to that, because there's much more commercial returns for that. You are ruining your chances to do so much more because you kind of make people wary. Even the best of people do not want to, have you have a microphone in your hand. And yet I think sometimes I feel you're one of those few people in the mainstream industry who actually watch Shut Up Sona. You gave us our first entry into the world of festivals thanks to that award that you conferred upon the film. And I feel, I'd like to end it with the fact that I don't think there's any other way for me to be. I think when I go on stage and 5 lakh people do show up for me, even if I haven't gotten hundreds of filmy hits, and I don't cater or pander by singing the latest covers, but India is giving me so much love that it validates the fact that there is a space for an artist like me, there is a space for a woman like me. I am here for the second time in Melbourne, treated just as well as any other person here. And I think that goes for the best validation for, being yourself, standing up for what you believe in, and keep putting out the music, and you'll find allies, because I've found some brave allies, and I want to give credit to the fact that there are some incredible men, as many incredible men out there as there are women, and women need to listen up to this. When I was at the Saregama show, I was the first judge in 23 years, in their marquee show on Z. There was a press run around 23 years mein pehli mahila judge pe aayi. And they did this whole inclusivity card was flashed about how they have progressed to those times where there's a female judge there, permanent female judge. They always had guest judges. Asha Tai will come, Alka ji will come, but they never. It's 3 men deciding who are the singing. So here, after that press run, the Me Too movement, thanks to the Malayalam cinema, because they are the women who spoke up, they are the brave women who spoke up, I spoke up. And overnight, within 24 hours, my SUV reached the shooting and the gates were shut. I wasn't allowed in. Is it perimenopause? Is it started? Why am I feeling hormonal? Otherwise, The thing is, I was thrown out of my seat for speaking up. Because while the media enjoyed it, they put it on the cover because I was the only woman in Bollywood, who was still relevant, who was on a TV show, who spoke up so openly and bluntly about the situation. All the people in charge in the TV channel were at that point of time women. You know, the head was a woman, the creative director was a woman. They threw me out overnight. So women need to be kinder to women and to stick their necks out. And men, even the best of men, probably they have such a tough life themselves, struggling, making their mark, making their money, just finding their own voices, that maybe we shouldn't expect that, but I wish more men spoke up. 2 men spoke up, you know. Somebody spoke up in the public domain saying, it's not all a lie. Till now, Anu Malik has found a seat back on the same chair. No TV channel make amends to call me back. But the men have all been reinstated. They are back. But it's not a sad day. It's a cathartic feeling for me that I hope to see him carry the shame for a lifetime. I will not apologize to his daughters. I've had grown men come up to me, you know, very successful one. Didn't you think of his poor daughters do you know what they must be going through? Is anybody thinking of all those underage girls that he exploited on a longest running music reality show? When Dennis Sequeira spoke up, now she's in Saturday Night Live, she spoke up saying every time we complained to the producers, they turned a deaf ear. And just day before yesterday, before coming, there was a big music conference in India and people were taking selfies with Anu Malik, and my friends, when I wrote into them saying, did you forget what happened about those 12, 13 women? They had the temerity to say, Sona, I think you should move on. I think you've been singing that song for too long. Why don't you just get over it? I will not get over it till the day I die. I will not apologize for being this banshee who feels that for speaking up, it will change in the coming days. IIT Mumbai has finally called in women to perform on their main stage, not me. The numbers of NH7, because you watched the film, the participants of headliner women artists would be as low as 4%. Me putting out those statistics year after year after year would irritate everybody. It's come to 19% now. So somebody's listening subconsciously, somebody's feeling that we need to change things. And the whistleblower is not going to wear the, going to eat the mithai of it all. But then there will be production houses like Amir Khan Productions who won't give a damn and say it's okay, Sona can sing a song because nobody else does. Then I have an ally like Ram Sampat, Mere Brahmastra. तो गाने तो हम अच्छे बना ही देते हैं. And I put out my own music, I run my own label, I have a great team, I have nothing much to cry about. I buy everything that I want to, and I'm in a great place. So I think living my life the way I am every day is just a validation of that things are getting better day by day. There's nothing, I think we need to celebrate that. It's a victory. It's a victory through everything.